Hi, my name is Sheila Buteau. I'm a registered nurse. I'm 47 years old and I've been raising my child for 10 years. He's autistic and nonverbal. The story I want to share is about mental health abuse. In January 2018, I broke by accident the top of my toilet and I couldn't reach my landlord. So I thought maybe I needed that on record. So I called the police business line and asked them if they could help me with that. But needlessly, they showed up with the firefighters, and there was even no need to come to my house at all. And when they came, I didn't have a lot of food in the house because I was getting food from the next door convenience store. It was that was expensive stuff, and there was a lot of snow outside, so it was very hard for me to go to the grocery store with my son. And the police took advantage of that. They told me they were going to take me to a restaurant, and I didn't ask them for food. We were not hungry. My son was sitting quietly, and I thought they just wanted to be nice because they saw that I was a single mother. But what they did, they took us to a facility, and the first thing that two people did to me was to inject me strong sedatives with no consent, no question asked, before I could even ask why I was doing there, because I didn't know I was going to a hospital. And I woke up in a closed mental health facility with a diagnosis of chronic schizophrenia. I don't have any mental health history, and there is no schizophrenia in my family at all, in both sides. And I was diagnosed with chronic schizophrenia, and in this place there was nobody like helping or supporting. That was only abuse, humiliation. They dragged me on the floor, so they grab you, they mock you. That was a lot of abuses, and I had to fight to get out of the hospital. I had to ask for an attorney, and when I spent 9 days at the facility because I was fighting. I fight. I had a good attorney, and because those people, they wanted to keep me for weeks, but I ended up spending 9 days in this facility, and then when I was out, DCF was so happy to use that fraudulent diagnosis to keep custody of my son, and they insisted that I followed up at Arbor Counseling. And at Arbor Counseling, they very soon realized that the diagnosis wasn't right at all. But instead of helping me, they keep giving me prescription for Abilify 10 milligram. Abilify is not a very good medication. It can affect your brain, and it can cause psychosis itself. It increases the risk of suicide. So before you can give a medication like that, somebody should be sure that the patient does have a mental illness that need that kind of medication. So I finally get re-evaluated, and I brought the report to the psychiatrist at Arbor Counseling, and her name is Paige Levitt Harshaw. And in spite of the report, she keeps forcing me to take Abilify 10 milligram. I finally contacted the Citizen Commission and reported that, and instead of doing what she was supposed to do, first place, stop the medication, she tried to switch me to another doctor that he or she can keep forcing me to take Abilify 10 milligram. I don't have to take this medication because I don't have any mental illness. This is abuse, and this has to stop.